Hello and welcome back to another vlog. I have been home in New York City, but I needed to take a little bit of a break, so we didn't have a vlog last week. This vlog will be a little bit of a coffee break with me, a little coffee chit chat is most of the vlog, but I took some time away from picking up the camera consistently. Most of my clips recently have been of me trying to master this latte art and get better at it with time, just being really excited about, having an espresso machine in my house. I'm such a coffee fan and I have coffee as part of my day every day to start the day, if it's up to me. So having a nice espresso machine to toy with at home has been really nice. After March, I had so much going on around my birthday, family visiting, hanging out with friends, that I realized I was kind of exhausted and needed to take some time. So I took the pressure off of trying to go to the gym every day. I've gone to the gym some, but trying to get to the gym most days and then be done by 7 a.m. and working on content thereafter or shortly thereafter, and having these full days and trying to take some of the pressure off of myself so I could kind of relax myself, get ready to be in a bit more of a routine, but just recovering from March. So I took a little bit of time to just have some quiet time and focus in on living life and not having to record it all the time. I did have some time with my mom. She was back in the New Jersey area for work again, so she came into the city and we went to Little Ruby's Cafe. That was my first time dining in there. I've ordered there for lunch when I work in the Soho office, but I'd never sat down and had dinner there, which was really nice. And the weather's starting to turn. I'm really trying to enjoy the sunny days that we get. We had like a faux really good day where the temperature dropped so much it like broke records, and then on this day it was actually pretty nice and warm. And that weekend I finally got outside to go back downtown Brooklyn with my boyfriend to get into our walks that we usually do during the warm season, so that was really exciting. Had some sunny points, but we are still working for like those strong, not a cloud in the sky sunny days that are actually on a weekend and not during the week. Did some cooking as usual. I'm always cooking. Not always recording as much as I want to, but we're working on that. This $1 Million Chicken has gone triple platinum between me and my boyfriend, so I'm always happy to do it. And just a roasted chicken is something I feel like I can rely on being really good and pretty easy as well when it comes to just my cooking repertoire. I'm finally starting to see some more progress in like the direction that I really want to go when it comes to my latte art journey. I asked my friend who even hosts latte art throwdowns and wins them and has incredible skills and works in the coffee industry, so of course he's crazy good at it. And I asked him how long it took him to really learn latte art, and he said a year, and he was working in a coffee shop. I'm like, I make one coffee a day. So I'm gonna need to up my reps. The only time I sometimes make 2 to practice, and then if my boyfriend's here, I've made us some lattes on those days, but it seems like I have a lot of pours to go before I'm at expert level. Can y'all see this? You see yourself? It's like I can look in this monitor. I don't care to do that. I'm about to. POV, you're on a coffee date with me at home, and I just made. Can you see the latte art? Whatever. There's plenty of latte art, I feel like, in this video because, well, not even plenty. The only clips that I've been grabbing in like the last week are me making my coffee and a couple of other things, some highlights, not even the day to day. Yeah. So let's catch up. My latte art journey continues. Oh, let me get the mic. Hold on. So it is Saturday, April 26th. Yeah, because I had yesterday off. It was the 25th. It's April 26th, and it's another gloomy day in the city. I have some natural light that's happening for me right now, but I can't wait for like these gloomy days to be like few and far between. The weather has been turning a corner, and we've had some like nicer, warmer weather, but it's not all the way to like full spring, early summer just yet. So, I mean, we're a week away from May, so hopefully, and I keep looking at the forecast. I'm always looking at the forecast to make plans and all that types of stuff. But it looks like it's going to be better in the next week. And so last week it was okay. Well, it was pretty good weather over the weekend. And I told my mom earlier in this video, there's some clips from when we went to Little Ruby's Cafe. I was telling her, you know, you're leaving this weekend and it's going to be like the first nice weekend, like for real, because the last time it was supposed to be nice, the temperature dropped so fast within an hour, it like broke records. So I was like, no, it's really going to be nice and pretty warm and, you know, sunny, and people are going to be out like everywhere. Like everywhere you turn, tons and tons of people, everybody's going outside. So you're going to miss seeing New York City like that. But like, it's also just a very good mood people are in when those days come around. Like, because we can have a nice day in the middle of the week, nice enough, but what can we do with that? We need to be off work, ready to spend money, ready to go out and drink during the day. You know what I mean? So last weekend was pretty nice. So yeah, like last week was nice. My boyfriend and I went back out to do our walk in downtown Brooklyn. So we walked through Dumbo and Brooklyn Bridge Park. It was really nice. It was a ton of people. There were people everywhere. We were like taking pictures of the amount of people that are on, I think it's like High Street, where everyone takes the picture underneath the Manhattan Bridge with the Manhattan Bridge in the background, just littered with people. And that spot always has people there, but we got down there around 10:30. So we were finishing walking closer to like noon. Yeah, we were finishing walking closer to like noon. So by that time, there was so many people, you know, it's like there was a little bit of like clouds and dewiness, but that all like melted away by the time we got like fully into the walk, and it was so nice. And then some of the week was nice. The day I went into office was all right, and I didn't capture very much of that, but it's the work week. I need a good weekend. I need a good whole weekend of like, oh my gosh, there's the Brand Flakes on TikTok where he does like the ranking of temperatures. I think that was him. And he's like, you know, the 75 to I think it was like 75 to 85 degrees range is like the perfect. And I agree. But like 85, like once you get too close to 90, it's too much. But I feel like that, you know, if I had to say, no, because it needs to hit past 80. It needs to hit past 80. So I feel like, yeah, like the 72 to 82 range is like with like not a cloud in the sky, or like perfect little clouds where like the sun can break through and they're up high enough. I don't know what makes the difference, but you know, the little puffy clouds that be way up high and the day still be sunny. Those. So yeah, that's really what I want. But I have a lunch date today at La Mercerie with one of my friends, and she's never been, and I love La Mercerie. And I wanted a chocolate chip cookie yesterday from the apartment 4F, and I forgot. And I went and got a donut from Dough instead because I love a little sweet treats. I love a little sweet treat. I love a fresh baked good in the city, honey. I'm taking advantage of living in New York City and all of the good food and fresh bakeries and artisanal seasonal goods. But yeah, so I meant to go to apartment 4F yesterday, but I just started walking because I had the day off, and I always preach that people should schedule some days off between the President's Day holiday and the Memorial Day holiday, because ain't none. There are no work sanctioned, government sanctioned, holidays that you just get off from literally it's more to the middle of February, but I guess the end of February until the end of May. Good grief. Could you imagine working all those 5-day work weeks back to back to back to back to back to It's like 12 weeks. I don't know how many weeks it is. I've never counted. I just know it's too many. I feel like 3 full 5-day weeks is enough. You know what I mean? I feel like at least every 3 full 5-day weeks that you've worked, you should have some sort of day off, whether it's a 3-day weekend, whether you schedule your vacation during those times, whatever. Working 4 straight full work weeks back to back, it's too much. It's too much. You just need a little time. That's my personal belief. That's my practice. So I encourage it if you want to pick it up, but just think about it. So yeah, I had yesterday off, and you all know me. I'm good for going to get a breakfast, but I like a nice experience for breakfast. And I don't want it, there's a couple things that go into it, like where it is, how busy it might be, if I can get a reservation last minute. If it's just nice soigné service. Sometimes I just want to go and just be really taken care of and get really soigné service, great food, great ambiance, beautiful establishment. And y'all know, I have wrung RH Guest House out. I'm sure y'all don't want to see me go there again. Okay, I love it. I love it. That's my spot. I say I am now a regular at a restaurant years old. That's where I'm at in life. And I'm okay with that. When I worked in restaurants, I was like, oh, honey, I'm supposed to be in this restaurant, but I'm on the wrong side, baby. I'm supposed to be sitting down. I'm supposed to be sitting down, okay? But I learned. And I had experiences, and I refined my selections while I was in that season of my life, and now I'm in this season of my life, and I went to Cafe Carmelini for breakfast yesterday, man. I'm supposed to be drinking this coffee while it's hot. I know my coffee shops around here miss me. I said I was going to be doing this on the weekend. Well, I wouldn't be doing this on the weekends because, I still go out and walk and stuff. But today, it's so ugly outside. I'm not going outside until I have to. So I'm going to make my coffee at home. I don't have to go down the street. Also, I don't know if I should say this. It is what it is. I don't think that they're doing it purposefully. But for some reason, my drinks at Dayglow were just getting cold really fast. They weren't served hot. They were served at a kid's temperature. If you give a kid a hot drink, here, which means they were also getting cold really fast. And that in the last, I want to say couple months before I got my espresso machine was something that was pissing me off because Dayglow drinks are not cheap. And I also love Dayglow, and I'm going to go back. So I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I'm well, what you going to do? Because there's nowhere else you can get a Warhol. You can't make that at home. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not going to go through that. I'm not going to put myself through that. I love their drinks, and I love bringing people there, and I love buying my coffee there, which I still do. I still buy beans from there and stuff like that, but it's just not in there as much anymore. And then I started going back to Say, but now I'm I'll make my lattes at home. I mean, I say all this now, but once it warms up outside, and I get up and get dressed and leave the house like I usually do during the warm season. I mean, even during the not warm season, but a lot during the warm season. I'm let me just get up, get dressed, head out. Whether we're going for a walk in the morning, I'm running some errands, whatever. I'm a early part of the day person. I'm not a start late on the weekends and then stay out. Oh God, no. Get back in the house. I think even tomorrow, I'll probably buy a latte out, depending on what time we head out. We'll see. But what else? Oh, so yeah, yesterday I had my day off. And I went to Cafe Carmelini instead of RH Guest House for breakfast because I wanted a really nice breakfast. But then I remembered Cafe Carmelini, which I've been wanting to go to. I've talked about Lafayette on here before and said that it was one of my favorite restaurants in the city and probably one of my most visited restaurants in the city over the years. And that is owned by the same restaurant group as Cafe Carmelini, Chef Andrew Carmelini. And there's other restaurants. Those aren't his only two, but I've been wanting to go. And I've been scoping out the place and looking at menus and doing all this stuff and thinking about going. I made my reservation for 10:15, but I got there before then. I got there probably like 9:40, 9:50-ish, because I left my house like right around 9. And it was pretty fast to get up there. And when I got out of the train, it was like less than a 2-minute walk. Either way. So that's what I did yesterday. I went to, and then I still haven't gotten to this cookie. God damn. So yeah, it was like on 5th Avenue and I think like 28th Street or something like that. And then I walked all the way down to 14th Street. No, I walked past down 14th Street. I ended up walking all the way down to West 4th Street from there, but like progressively stopping. I stopped in Gap and tried on some of the Zach Posen pieces that they have from their studio collection. And then I stopped at Doe and got a donut. And then I was sad because I really wanted to get a little apartment 4F, but I already had something sweet. So I just walked past the apartment 4F and got back. Oh, I had to stop at Citarella too, which is why I ended up at West 4th and then just headed on back home. I say all of that to say I've been wanting a chocolate chip cookie, a good chocolate chip cookie since yesterday. Okay, it was on my mind. So when we go to La Merceria this afternoon, we're getting cookies. That's all I'm saying. That was a long journey to get there, but we did. So yeah. What else? I know I missed a vlog last week. It was just, I kept saying I was tired after my family left and was just out of sorts, just out of my routine. March was a lot. Like I could tell it was wearing on my body and stressing me out. Like it was a lot happened in that month. Like hosting friends, going out, celebrating my birthday. My boyfriend was fasting during the time, breaking fast, making plans, work. What else was going? It was just a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I can't even remember everything that went on. That month feels like it lasted for like 2 months. When I think back, I was like, oh, dang, like the beginning of March. Because, yeah, like I'm thinking about when I was going to dinner with my friends and stuff and the time that I took off for my birthday and stuff. Or like my goddaughter's birthday is early in March. Like that seems like eons ago. I can't even believe it. So, yeah. So I'm finally getting back to, instead of just having B-roll of places that I'm at out in the city, but I really do like the B-roll method. Like, let me know if y'all are liking that, because I've struggled to kind of like sit and talk to the camera when I'm out. This is a very loud city, so I do like to come back and do the voiceover and kind of see what's in the footage afterwards, as opposed to like trying to talk you all through it in real time, like giving out FaceTime on the camera. Like, I'd rather just capture what I'm looking at and being out in the city. I've seen comments saying they want to see more of the city. I'm like, I like that too, because like I've criticized creators before. Well, not criticized. I've just kind of been, I felt a little bored with creators as well when it comes to like when I was watching New York vloggers before I got here. And even when I got here, I was like, people don't really want to see us just sit in our apartment. Well, I mean, maybe some people do, but like people like me, I want to see you go out and experience the city and see the sights and see not touristy stuff, but just kind of see what the experience is like outside of just living in your home. I do like doing like this talking head piece where I can kind of connect with you all and catch up, because I haven't really been talking on camera and I don't want it to all be voiceover. And I'm sitting here having my little morning coffee every chance I get to take a sip. Hold on. I like a good mix of the two, of just like being able to pop in and talk and share what I want to share, and then also, you know, sharing life in the city and being able to do voiceover for those pieces, or, you know, do a little background music or whatever. But yeah, I'm glad to be hopping back on the camera and wrapping up this vlog. This is a long chatty section that I'm going to have to edit later today, but I've been putting it off just to kind of give myself a minute. I needed a minute. So just took a couple weeks off, and I'm going to do my best to get this posted tomorrow on the 27th, which means I'll edit later today. Well, I'll edit like now before I head out. I'll probably get all the files on and get them started making proxies, and then come back and edit and voice over and export later today so that you all have a vlog tomorrow. But yeah, not a lot of huge updates here. I needed to take a second. And I feel like I'm mentally ready and prepared, mentally and physically ready and prepared for, you know, this next portion of the year. Like the way I'm thinking of it, I'm like, okay, well, May, I don't have a lot of big things planned in terms of like travel or people coming to visit or anything like that. My mom's going to be working nearby, but we're only going to spend like one day together while she's here, which is no biggie. But June and July is when I have travel. So it's like the end of June, at the beginning of July is when I have travel. Okay, I got less than 10% battery remaining. Okay, let me hurry up. So end of June, early July is when I travel, and why I was spending a lot of money the last 2 months because we were booking hotels and booking flights and all this other stuff, and I need to buy tickets for my time in Paris in a couple weeks. But yeah, not tickets, not airline tickets, but like tickets to experiences. So yeah, I am ready for it to be sunny outside and to be walking on the weekends and to be getting ready for travel and to be enjoying life in New York City and doing all these things and traveling and seeing Beyonce in Paris, going to Essence for 4th of July, spending time with my friends and stuff. But I need to plan my content to get ready. Like I need to have my content plan ready, or else I feel like I'm going to end up in the same spot that I was after March, where it's like, okay, like I was doing good at the beginning of March. I was like, I think Lacey had came and hung with me and we had like a dinner that I cooked and shared in a vlog. And then Yasmin was here, and then it was my birthday while she is here. And then my family was here at the end of the month, and it was just like a lot, right? But I wasn't even planning, but somehow I was like churning stuff out. So I think I need to just lay out a plan in the next couple days for like May, June, July. Because I haven't been posting on TikTok and my fragrance stuff is behind. I need to get it together. And sitting here steaming this milk and playing on Instagram is not what I need to be doing. It's a little bit of a distraction, I'm not going to lie. I love it, and I've been making some content of it, but I'm like, get lock in. Lock in, okay? That's all I'm going to say. So if you need inspiration to lock in, let's lock in together for the start of Q2 to the start of Q3, all of the Qs. Let's lock in and think about what our plans for execution are over the next couple of weeks into this like busy time of the year where there's so much excitement and so much going on because it's warm outside. Thanks again for watching this vlog. I'm going to end it here before I talk y'all ear off, and I will see y'all here next week with more outside and less of me sitting right here. But I did enjoy having a little coffee date with y'all. I hope you have something nice and warm and caffeinated to drink or whatever else you like. And I'll see y'all here next week. Bye.